These are my 4 best foods for healing Crohn's disease because they are packed with vitamins and minerals that your body is crying for. But I'm also going to share with you one secret that even if you do eat these 4 foods, if you don't get this one secret, you are never ever going to heal. So watch this video and I'll show you what foods you need to eat, what foods your body is crying out for in order for you to heal your Crohn's disease for good so you can get that healthy body back and get your energy back so you can live your life again. All right, my name is Mike the Healer Gut Guy. I healed myself naturally of Crohn's disease, and today I want to show you vitamins and minerals that your body is crying out for. Your body is under a lot of stress with Crohn's disease. It is burning through energy and nutrients. Crohn's disease will suck you dry of energy and nutrients. Maybe some of you are losing weight and you want to gain that weight back. It's because your body is crying out for these vital nutrients. Where I got these from is from these foods that I'm about to pick out. They're from Weston A. Price. He was a dentist in the 1930s that traveled the world when there were these populations still on their ancestral diet, super nutrient dense ancestral diet. They were so healthy, they had 0 cavities and very few health issues. And one of the aspects of that was they had a super nutrient dense diet. And so I'm going to show you their sacred foods. These were foods that they worshiped. And he found out that these foods that they worshiped, the reason why they were worshiping them is because they were like off the Richter scale on vitamins and nutrients. He made some awesome discoveries that we can use to help us get our, heal our Crohn's disease and keep it gone for good and just have our body just be healthy in general. So the first big thing that Weston A. Price discovered is that these populations, they revered fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K2. He actually discovered vitamin K2, a very important vitamin. And so these were in the fats, the animal fats, which are being demonized today and actually being blamed for actually causing Crohn's disease. And that's just not true whatsoever. These they're called fat-soluble vitamins for a reason. The word vitamin means, it's like Latin for vital for life. You need to get these foods into you. And a great thing about these foods is that they taste amazing. So dairy fats are amazing for you. We have things like butter, cream, sour cream, and whole milk, whole yogurt, whole kefir. The fats, this is like the first vitamin that they discovered, is that they would feed rats only skim milk and they'd have all sorts of health problems. And then when they brought the cream of the milk back in, they became very healthy. It's because these fat-soluble vitamins are extremely important. Okay? Another amazing source of fat-soluble vitamins is organ meats. I'm kind of a baby and I don't like organ meats, but things like liver, bone marrow, brain's also pretty popular, heart, kidneys, whichever ones you can stomach. There's organ capsules that you can supplement with, but organ meats are the most nutrient dense, not just fat-soluble vitamins, but they're a good source of protein. They're a good source of minerals, but they're also an amazing source of fat-soluble vitamins. Eggs are another amazing food, especially fish eggs. Fish eggs were eaten by pretty much every coastal culture. Fish eggs are very nutrient dense, very good for you. Vitamin F, or the essential fatty acids, packed with that. Egg yolks, the more orange the egg yolk, the more vitamin A, D, E, and K it has in it. So get a lot of egg yolks in there. 2, foods high in protein. Your body with Crohn's disease is burning through protein. So I'm going to share with you the one secret right now that you have to have in order to heal. You could do all this perfectly. I've seen this so many times. People eating the perfect diet and they still have horrible Crohn's symptoms. And then you look around at all your friends and your family and your coworkers, and they're eating whatever they want and they have zero digestive issues, it's because the root cause of Crohn's disease has nothing to do with food. And it's all about our perception of food, and it's actually triggered by a stressful event in our life. And so with Crohn's, it's indigestible anger. I had all sorts of anger issues. What are you angry about in your life? Coworkers, family members, your job, school, teachers. What makes you angry? The government. I can't digest this. I can't accept this. What makes you angry? Resolving that is the most important part, and keeping it resolved and viewing all foods as safe is the most important part of healing your Crohn's. So what's happening here, this is what happens. So conflict shock. Let's say your girlfriend breaks up with you and you're angry. Oh, I don't know why she broke up with me. She's being a jerk. I tried everything to make it work. Anger, anger, anger. So this is a threat to your survival. Like it's a conflict shock. Oh, I can't procreate. I don't have a girlfriend. So what the body does is it develops extra gut cells, and people think I'm crazy for saying this, but it's absolutely true. And if you go look at your colonoscopy, you're going to see polyps, and you're going to see on your reports that a thickening of the intestinal walls. The thickening of the intestinal walls are extra gut cells, and their biological purpose is to help you digest and absorb this hard to digest thing in your life. And when the conflict gets resolved, maybe you get better together with your girlfriend, maybe you get a new girlfriend, the body doesn't need these extra gut cells anymore, and it starts to get rid of them. That's when you get the blood, the mucus, the gut pain, and the cramps and all that stuff. And if we blame food, we start to perceive foods as hard to digest, it starts this process of cell proliferation and cell loss. And this can loop forever if this stress is reoccurring. You're constantly back and forth with your girlfriend, you're together, you break up, you're together, you break up, and this process just yo-yos back and forth. And food can only support this insane process for so long. So food is important to help facilitate this process, and this process will end once the stress is resolved and these gut cells are removed, fully removed. But you can eat these foods all day, but if you still have indigestible anger in your life, you're just flushing all this expensive, nutrients down the toilet. So during the second, you're going to want to eat lots of protein, lots of meat. Seafood is great. Any kind of meat, red meat, white meat, whatever you want. Meat is super important. Protein is super important. Whey protein, homemade Jell-O, meat stock. These are all super high sources of protein that your body is crying out for. Protein is the building block of life, and you just developed a bunch of extra gut cells, which cost protein. You're getting rid of these extra gut cells, which cost extra protein, and then you're repairing the cell wall, which costs extra protein. You need lots of protein. Third, starch. All this activity requires a lot of energy, and starch is the best source of energy, and there are a lot of healing diets out there that demonize starch. Guess what? When Weston A. Price visited the world, they were all eating starch. Every last one of them, even the most primitive populations that were like borderline hunter-gatherers, they all grew starch. They all traded for starch. They ate starch. Starch is the most nutrient-dense plant food. You need starch. I recommend you start out with white rice or white bread or mashed potatoes. These are all white bread, and the refined starches are a lot easier to digest than whole starches. Whole starches are great too. They have more vitamins and nutrients in it. But if your gut is beat up, you want to have something that's a little easier on your gut. But either way, these foods are safe, but be warned, a lot of people will try to tell you that these aren't good for you, but they're actually very good for you. You need starch. Your body is burning through energy and nutrients. And just other than that, guys, that's it. Eat what you would normally eat. Don't blame food. All food is safe. If you're someone, I mean, probably just click on this video, you're probably someone who is somewhat blaming food. I'm giving you permission right now to eat whatever you want. Go look at competitive eaters. They eat nothing but junk food, and their digestive system works just fine. You can eat whatever you want, but just make sure at least that you are giving your body the vitamins and minerals and the building blocks, the protein and the energy it needs to stitch you back together. I hope this video helped you guys, and if you have any questions, leave comments down below and I'll get around to answering them. But for those of you who are serious about healing your gut, I have a free 30-day plan. It comes in a PDF format, and it also has a video that shows you how to do it. All you have to do is go down in the description and click on it, and you can watch it right now, absolutely free. So guys, my name is Mike the Heal Your Gut Guy. Good luck healing your gut, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.